Nua. You're all very welcome to Maynooth University. My name is Ronan Farrell and I'm the Dean of the Faculty of Science and Engineering, and it's my great pleasure to welcome you here today to this conferring ceremony. I'm joined here today by the Vice President of Research and Innovation, Professor Rachel Masefti, by the Dean of the Faculty of Social Sciences, Peter McNamara, and by members of the academic community who have joined us here today to mark this special occasion. Before we begin, I would like to take a moment to tell you a little bit about what to expect. This is, as you know, a formal meeting of the university to confer academic awards, and by tradition, some parts of this are done through Latin. So in a moment, I will open the ceremony with a short passage in Latin, and then I will hand over to the Dean. The Dean will read a passage declaring that the graduates are all properly examined and ready for their conferring. Then Professor Masefti will respond approving the awards. The Dean will then call out the graduates' names, and they will come from this side and receive their awards. For those of you who are unable to attend in person, we will confer your awards in absentia. When all the awards have been confirmed, I will close the formal part of the meeting, and I will invite Professor Masefti to give the conferring address. After that, we'd invite you to join us outside for photographs and come to Puget Hall on the South Campus for a reception. So now to formally begin. Universitat Hiberniae Nationalis, pre honorables pro vice chancellaria, tatica universitas, haec comitia universitaria hodi convocata sunt od quidem viri moliresca maxima eximi gradas academicos admittantur.
Pre honorabilis pro vice chancellaria toticio universitas, presento vobs pasce mes filiescu mes quo omnis saetam morbanus, que doctrina habilea, e idinis escu admitatantur ad gradunum academicum, idique tibi fe mistester expondeo toticio academia.
Auctoritate mihi concessa, admitto vos ad gradum academicum.
Just in advance of calling out the names, to say I apologize to any that I mispronounce. Unfortunately, I'm dyslexic, so this is a bit tricky. So apologies, friends. I mean no disrespect. Honours degree, Bachelor of Arts, Accounting and Finance, Uluwa Bayoba Adarati. Nur Alberudi. Evan Ashman. Nayuka Baby. Fiat Rebel. Joseph Brett. Connor Byrne. Aisling Curran. Matthew Carolyn in abstention. Kevin Cook. Marcus Inigo. Rona Hare. Ethan Henderson.
formal part of the ceremony and hand over to Professor Mercetti to say a few words. But first I have two small items of business. First, I'd like to say the clapping has been very uneven. Some people got resounding cheers. Some let a squeal out as they escaped, and some were a little bit more muted. So they're in the room next door. They're all listening. They're looking at you just as you're looking at them. So could you give them a cheer to tell them what you really feel today? That's a lot of happy faces, and I think that's much more appropriate. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank Orla McGuinness and her team here who's worked on campus to provide us such a wonderful day today. So thank you very much. So now I can close. Prei honorables pro vice chancellaria, Totica Universitas. Ceremoniam rite confectus. Queso facias finem huiu convocationes universitariae. And that concludes the formal part of the proceedings. And I would like to invite Professor Mercetti to give the conferring address.
Everyone, I know it's very hot, so this will not be a very long speech. Bear with me. It's actually my great honour to welcome you all here today, our new graduates, your families, your friends, and our distinguished guests to this very special ceremony. Today is a celebration. It's a celebration for all of us. It's a celebration of your achievements in receiving the qualifications that you've worked so hard for. It's also a celebration of the educational journey that you, our graduates, and our staff, and your families, and friends, and supporters have taken together. During your programs of study and research, you have been on a journey, during which you met new people, you learned new things, made new friends, and developed your knowledge. Some of you here today have developed new knowledge. You will have noticed that 2 graduates this afternoon have been conferred with doctoral awards. This is the highest academic award that universities can confer. And this means that over a period of a number of years, Dr. Paul Moran and Dr. Keith Harrington have created new knowledge, which has extended human thinking and understanding, leading to a better world. So many congratulations to them, their supervisors, and their departments. It's fair to say that each and every one of you here today has been on a journey. And each journey has likely had its tough moments and its challenges. However, the class of 2023 had some really big challenges. There was a little global pandemic along the way. And as we sit here today, it seems really far away. But we all remember and we all know how hard it was, how difficult those times were for all of you. Now I think I want to take a moment also to acknowledge and thank our academic staff. They worked incredibly hard. I can tell you they worked long hours, long days, into the night, to make sure that you could all finish and complete your studies and receive your degrees today. So can we give them all a large round of applause? the very tough moments, you will have found support. You will have looked for it, sometimes from academic staff, sometimes from family and friends. But you will also have found deep inside yourselves strength and tenacity. You've kept on going when things got tough, and we celebrate your tenacity, your resilience, and your strength here today. Now, I want to take a moment to share a story with you. Several years ago, I was chatting to someone about what graduating ceremonies mean. And I suppose I was probably saying, what kind of things should I say at this kind of event? And normally when I ask that question, people say, don't worry, nobody's going to remember a thing you say. So that's kind of a bit of comfort. But the story that this person told me touched my heart profoundly. I haven't forgotten it. And I'd like to share it with you because I think there's a few nuggets in there that we can all take away. This person told me very proudly about his two daughters who had studied at and graduated from university. And he also told me about his friends and their story. The father of the family was a teacher, the mother worked with food, and they had supported all of their 4 children through university. Their children were now in jobs with high levels of responsibility. Fair to say, a success story. But he also told me that this couple had never taken a foreign holiday. As he thought about it, he said they'd never taken a holiday in Ireland either. The father would do grinds and homework clubs to help support the children's education. And the aim of this family, this couple, these parents, was to help their children start on the ladder a bit higher than they themselves had started. And this person said to me, no one ever seems to mention this type of sacrifice. Well, I think it's important that we do mention this type of sacrifice and that we honour it today. The other thing I want to mention is that it's not just parents who sacrifice, even though you do. Some of you graduating here today are parents yourselves, like I was when I went to university as a mature student. Our partners, our children, our friends have also sacrificed. They didn't get to see us as much as they might have liked to during our journey, and especially during the last part. And there was all that studying for exams, submitting the thesis, your mind may have been on other things. And so when we speak about education and knowledge, we often speak about standing on the shoulders of giants. And it's true, there are of course giants in science, in philosophy and in education. But we also want to celebrate those other giants today, our families, our friends, our parents, our supporters, all of those people who have helped us in our journeys. Today is an opportunity to celebrate that support. Now, graduates, at this point in the conferring ceremony, the very last part, it's traditional to give a few words of advice to the class, a few wise words to take with you on your journey, and it always makes me really nervous. You're smart, talented people. I've met you this week, I've talked to you, and so this makes me feel very nervous. I've thought a lot about this, and the advice part is at the end of this little speech. And here's what I thought. Graduates, I have confidence in you. I have confidence in the excellence of the education that you have received here at Maynooth University, because I know that it compares with the best in the world. I have confidence in the resilience and the tenacity that you have shown during your time with us. I have confidence in the care and the compassion that you have shown for your fellow students and your colleagues during your time here with us. Author and activist Paulo Coelho wrote, "Tolerance and compassion are qualities of fearless people." You have shown this. You have demonstrated everything that is required for a successful career and a happy, resilient life. So the advice is really quite simple. Have confidence in yourselves and your education as you go to the next stage of your journey. But do come back and see us. Maynooth University will always be your alma mater. The literal translation of that phrase from Latin refers to the familial relationship between students and their university. And I hope that you know that you will always be part of the Maynooth University family. Graduates, we are so very proud of you. We are proud of your achievements, and we're proud to have had the opportunity to support you in your journey. Thank you.